everyone, so today I'm going to be doing a get ready with me video, and yeah, so I dyed my hair pink. I just did it yesterday, and it was just kind of on a whim, and I just felt like dyeing my hair pink. So I'll talk a little bit about the products that I used either like in this video or the next video, and I was just kind of like on a whim and I was like, I want to dye my hair pink. So I did. I don't really have any plans of really like upkeeping the pink, so if it fades, it fades. When it fades, it will fade. And yeah, so I just kind of felt like pink hair, so that's my hair. It's been a minute since I've had pink hair. I did it very briefly with like some super temporary stuff, and it was so subtle. It barely even showed like last summer, I think. And yeah, it was super subtle. You probably couldn't even tell that I had pink hair. And then I dyed it pink before, maybe like 2 years ago, and again, super subtle pink. But this one is a little bit more of, I think this is the most pink I've ever gone. So I don't know, it was just fun. I'll probably hate it tomorrow, but it's fun for right now. I also did a really cool henna tattoo, so if you see that, I just did that as well. So first product I'm going to be using, this is the Peri Para Blur Pong Pure Milk Blur. So this is the white one. Again, I am still in the process of filming a video for these little face products, the primers, so that is still coming. This one, again, like I said, is just the pure white one, which is kind of my least favorite out of the three Peri Para ones, but again, like I said, I'll have a whole video dedicated to that. So for my foundation, I'm going to be using the Apu Cushion, the Air Fit one. This is in the color 13, and I'm just going to apply it with a little puff that comes with it. I'm actually going to cheat a little bit. The actual, like, I'm going to take the actual, like, cushion and just kind of, like, dab it on my face, just because I've had this one for a minute and it's starting to kind of run out. So I'm just going to, like, literally dab the actual cushion on my face and then blend it. So now I'm just going to blend. Okay, so that is the foundation. Usually I do this first, but I'm just gonna do this now because I forgot. But I haven't used this in just a little bit, and it's the Wet n Wild cushion in the color Peach. So this one's like the one for under your eyes. I'm just gonna do a little bit of that. I'm just gonna do a little bit of that under my eyes. They're just a little bit extra dark today. So like I said, usually I do this first, but I forgot. Next, for my concealer, I'm going to be using the Etude House Big Cover Concealer BB Cream, or BB Concealer, in the color Vanilla, and I'm just going to dot that under my eyes. I like to kind of blend it with my finger first and then go back with the Beauty Blender then, because I just find that, like, it's, I don't know, I just feel like it covers better. And this is like with all concealers I've played with lately. I just feel like it works a lot better, and it keeps the sponge from absorbing so much concealer. Even it out as much as I can with my finger first, and then I'll come back with a sponge to kind of like actually blend the edges and such. Then next, using the e.l.f. HD setting powder, I'm going to set my concealer. So yeah, I really like this pink color at the moment. It's a little more what's the word? I don't know, not like grungy, but it's just a little bit more, I don't know, almost like lived in looking, which I kind of like. I kind of like that, I guess, slightly grungier pink. It's not like a super clean, perfect pink, which I always thought I, you know, wouldn't like these kind of colors. It's, you can see a little bit more of, it's a little darker at my roots, which I actually like a lot. You can kind of see it's like a little bit of a brighter pink there. And then when I get to the ends, it's a little bit more dull. So we'll see how long it actually lasts. I ended up using a color, what's it called? A color ion color, I think it was called Flamingo, which by the color of the box, I really thought it was going to be a little bit more orangey, kind of a pink. because it was called Flamingo, and it definitely looked like it had a bit more of like a salmony kind of warm undertone to it. But on my hair, it definitely looks a lot warmer than it did when I very first dyed it, or when I very first put in the dye. It looked very purpley pink, very kind of like a cool tone mauvey pink, and it does look a little bit more warmer now that like it's like actually, you know, dyed my hair. But I still expected it to be a little bit more of like a true flamingo kind of color. You know, they're a little bit more peachy or pink. But either way, I used 2 boxes of that, and then I kind of like ran out a little bit, so I ended up like just doing what I always do and like mixing stuff. And so that was like the main base of the color, was the color Ion Flamingo. But I did end up diluting that a little bit with conditioner, and then I like put in some Pravana Rose or Pravana Magenta, I think it was. It was actually Pravana Magenta and Pravana, or was it Pravana Hot Pink? God, I don't even know. And a little bit of Pravana's Wild Orchid. So it's kind of like a mix matched Frankencolor. So you can't really like just buy one product and get the same exact color. But for the time being, I'm a total fan. I like how it turned out. I think it's really fun, and you know, it's kind of like summery time, so I just like it. Next, I'm going to use the Pretty Vulgar bronzer in the color Son of a Bee. And overall, my thoughts on those have still kind of stayed the same. I think they're good products, but it's just not super, I don't know, nothing super unique that I feel like was worth $32, in my opinion. Next, I'm going to use my Pretty Vulgar Cosmetics blush in the color Sweet Revenge. See, this is kind of what I expected the pink hair dye to be a little closer to. See how it's like a little bit more of an orangier, kind of like flamingo-y pink? But I'm pretty happy with the color that I ended up with. Like I said, it's definitely a lot pinker than I've ever been before. Like, I used to do like super, super subtle baby pinks where it was kind of more of like, kind of like a champagne kind of color, like once it mixes with like the blonde tone of my hair. So for my highlighter, I'm using the Pony Effect Mirage highlighter in the color Lucid Dream. And then I just spritz my face with the Pearl Essence Coconut Water Hydrating Face Mist. This is not really a setting spray. I'm trying to find mine. Usually I use the e.l.f. Makeup Mist and Set Spray, but I'm like completely out of this, so that will have to do. And it's more of just to kind of get rid of the powderiness of the product, not really to make my makeup last any longer, because again, that's not really what the product says it is. So now moving on to eyes. First, I'm going to prime my lid, and this is the Etude House Eye Proof 10 Shadow Primer. I think I'm just going to use some of my Etude House palettes. I kind of feel like a lot of the times whenever I dye my hair pinks and stuff, I always kind of like to coordinate, so I might use some pinks from here. Maybe some pinks from the Ice Van palette. This one's got a lot of pinks in it as well. So I'm going to start with the Ice Van palette. This one has a lot of, again, those pinky kind of colors. I'm going to start with this one here. I don't remember the name of this one off the top of my head, and it's in Korean, so I'm definitely going to like struggle with that one. So first I'm just going to apply this to the crease. And like I was saying, a lot of the times whenever I dye my hair these really fun kind of fashion-y colors, I never really know quite what to do with my makeup, because I could just keep it like completely neutral, which a lot of the times I do, but then a lot of the times I'll end up like just coordinating my eyeshadow to my hair color, which I think usually just turns out pretty well. Next I'm going to take just a little bit of this darker kind of red color that I just dug my nail in, and I'm going to take just a little bit of that to darken up that pink color. Then taking a pencil brush, I'm going to do a little bit more of that on the lower lash line. Next I'm going to take this matte brown color. This one is the one from the in the cafe version one, but you know, these colors aren't that unique, so just kind of like a matte brown color. And I'm just going to darken the crease with that. Then taking more of that brown on the lower lash line. And next, for just a little bit of fun, I'm gonna use this ColourPop Super Shock Shadow. This one is in the color Millionaire, and it's this like bronzy, shimmery goodness. So I'm just going to apply this with my finger. I'm just going to press that right onto the lid. And then I'm gonna darken the crease just a little bit more. So next I'm going to line my lash line with the Misha Natural Fix Brush Pen Liner. For my mascara, I'm gonna apply the Skin Food Viva Volume Pastera Mascara. Now I'm gonna use the BH Cosmetics Brow Pomade in the color Blonde. So that is it for this Get Ready With Me. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please like and subscribe. You can follow me on Instagram, link is below. Until my next video, I will talk to you guys later. Bye!